יחד, הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. Shabbat Shalom. How good and pleasant it is for us to be here together to pray and gather as a community. And we are so blessed to have so many of our religious school students here tonight who are going to help lead us in our service. So in their honor, we are using the Gates of Prayer for Young People. And our service begins tonight on page 111. We have come together to share and to sing our words, our prayers. Our prayers are about the most important things in our lives and the people we love. When we pray, we talk to God. Sometimes we say our prayers so that our friends can also hear them, and sometimes we listen carefully to ourselves. This place, too, is special. When Jews gather together to pray, that place becomes holy. This place is holy. Before we begin, we must be very quiet and listen. The air around us is filled with sound, our breathing in and out, the beating of our hearts, many secret little sounds of varying volumes. But we only hear when we open our ears and our minds and our hearts. Maybe we even hear that God is with us as we prepare to pray. Be very still now, concentrate. Listen. Are we ready for Shabbat?
I didn't find the page.
All right, so we're not ready yet. We can take another deep breath. We're on page 112 now, and I would like to invite up the Leventhals. Yes, okay, for our Oneg family tonight to light our Shabbat candles and say the blessings. Okay.
Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. I'm wondering if someone here tonight would like to share something that they are grateful for this Shabbat. Yes, Naomi. Your mom? Is that what that was?
What did you say? Family?
Carl?
Family.
Also family?
Mostly mine.
Okay. Mario?
I have to share that I'm very grateful for my 10th year anniversary of joining the House of Israel.
Mazel tov.
10 years, 10 wonderful years.
Wonderful. Anybody else?
I'm grateful for my rabbi who serves all the community from the very youngest
Last call. Gratitude. Yeah. I'm sorry? Grateful for Terry, that he came home safe. Yay. Good. Nice. Yeah.
I'm grateful that 2/3 of my class is here, especially Carl, who I wasn't expecting because I thought he had a
Yeah. We'll include Carl's Cub Scout leader in our Misha Barak, but the timing worked out for us, so. Any others? All right, I think we're ready to pray. So if you would turn to page 113 and rise for the call to worship. Barechu et Adonai, HaMevorach, HaMevorach, Baruch Adonai, HaMevorach, Le'olam, Le'olam Va'ed. Praise Adonai, to whom all praise is due. Praise Adonai, to whom all praise is due. Praise Adonai, to whom all praise is due, now and forever. Yai-dai, yai-dai-dai, yai-dai-dai-dai, yai-dai-dai, yai-dai, yai-dai-dai, yai-dai-dai-dai-dai, yai-dai, yai-dai-dai, yai-dai-dai-dai, yai-dai-dai, yai-dai, yai-dai-dai-dai-dai. You may be seated. And we read responsively on the top of page 115. We look at the world that God created. Our world is filled with wonders.
Each day we are blessed with air to breathe, water to drink, and food to eat. We have places to live and people who love us. This is a wonderful world. Thank you, God.
And we continue on page 116. We praise you, God, ruler of the world, who creates light and darkness, who plans and forms all things. We are grateful, God, for this wonderful world in which we live. We wonder, what is the right way to live? Are there certain mitzvot we should do? Can our daily lives be as special as the world we have been given? We learn what to do from you, God. You teach us in Torah what is right and what is good. We show our love for us by giving us mitzvot. We thank you for helping us to lead good lives. Page 117. Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha ahavta, Amcha ahavta. Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadeta. Al ken Adonai Eloheinu b'shachbenu, uvkumenu nasiach bechukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, uv'mitzvotecha leolam va'ed. Ki hem chayenu, ve'orech yameinu, uvahem negeh yomam b'layla, negeh yomam b'layla. באהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו Yisrael. On page 119, we come to the Shema and Ve'ahavta. So I would like to call up Kita Aleph. Good timing. And teachers are welcome as well. Kita Aleph teachers. That's you. Carl, that's you. Do you want to come down into the center, guys? Boys? Okay, but you need your hands free, right? If you would please rise. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Yasher Koach. And we continue with the Ve'ahavta. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha uvechol nafshecha uvechol meotecha. V'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom alevavecha. Vishinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha uvlechtecha b'derech uvshachbecha uvkumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot beinenecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha. Le'man tizkeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'hitem kedoshim l'Elohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim l'hiot lachem Elohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem. You may be seated. We read responsively on the top of page 121. When our people were slaves in Egypt, they prayed to God for help. God freed them. Our people sang out with respect and love.
Today as well, we trust God to help us. We dream of a better tomorrow. We sing those words our ancestors sang when they crossed the sea.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nehezar b'kodesh, nora tehilot osef eleh, nora tehilot osef eleh. Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Baruch Ata Adonai Ga'al Yisrael. And we come now to the central portion of our evening prayer. The tefillah begins on page 122 and continues for the next couple pages. If you are able, please rise. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Eternal God, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah, Elohei Rachel, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, U'Mevli Geula Livnei V'neihem, L'ma'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Abraham Ve'Ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol, Atah Rav Lehoshia, Mechaker Chaim Bechesed, Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Ve'Rofeh Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato, Vishenei Afar, Michamocha Ba'al Gevurot, Umidol Melech, Melech Memit Umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman Atal HaChayot HaKol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. You may be seated. And we continue together on page 130. Shabbat is a time to rest, to pray, to play, to be with people we love. We remind ourselves that God created the world, and we promise to take better care of it. May this Shabbat bring children closer to parents. May parents reach out to their children in love. We thank you, God, for this day of rest and holiness. On Shabbat, we feel richer and more complete. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. O God, may we always say and do what is right and good. Wherever we live, in this country, in the land of Israel, anywhere, may we understand that you are our God, and we pray to you. Together on 131, Source of good, we thank you for your many gifts and blessings that fill our lives. Sweet smells, delicious tastes, and warm touch, friendship and love and life. Your Torah teaches us wisdom. We praise you, God, for your goodness. Baruch atah Adonai, she'odcha levarcha b'yir'a na'avod. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha na'eh lehodot. On page 132, we come to our peace prayer, and I would like to invite up Kita Gimel to help us sing this. Preston. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam Ki Atahu Melech Adon Lechol HaShalom Ki Atahu Melech Adon Lechol HaShalom Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam V'tov beinecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael Bechol et ubechol sha'a bishlomecha. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam, Tasim Leolam. Yofi. Yasher Koach. We take a moment now for silent prayer to reflect on all the great things that we've done this week or that happened to us, and all the great things that are going to come in the week to come. Yehiyu liratzon imrefi vehegyon libi lefanecha Adonai tzuri Adonai tzuri Vigoali. May the words of our mouths and the meditations of our hearts be acceptable to God, our rock and redeemer. And although this prayer book does not have a Misha Berach in it, anytime we gather for serious prayer, we want to name those in our community who are ill or injured and in need of healing and say a blessing that they might have a quick and speedy and complete recovery. We have on our Misha Berach list Mary Kennedy, Rosalind Cantu, Sharon Buell, Mike Haug, Lori Perry, Nick Joliot, Bernard Strassner, Fran Warona, Ariel Botsluva, Gail O'Neill, Rhoda Wessler, Marian Finkel, Skip, Kathy, and Jeffrey Brace, George Balthazar, Harvey Goldstein. Actually, he told me I could take him off. My dad is doing so much better. Robin Callahan, Ernie Weissman, Ricky Grant, Harry Kantrovich, Shoshana Bat Abraham. And if anyone else, and Carl's Cub Scout leader. And if anyone else would like to share a name, please do so.
Jennifer Bean, and I don't know the last name, but my brother's girlfriend, Jane.
Brian and Brian.
If you happen to still, I know some people did grab a Misha Berach, or if you know it off the top of your head, please join. Some people happen to join a Mishkan Tefillah, or if you know it off the top of your head, please join me in singing. Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor Habra bracha le'imotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach Imotenu mikor habracha la'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. We also pray for the health and safety of all those in our community who are active military duty, first responders, and peacekeepers, those around the world whose jobs are dangerous so that our lives might not be. We have on that list Janet Ingraham, Patrick Carlton, Oni Hinnanen, Joshua Ehrlichman, Martin Brown, Richard Rubino, Howard Mergler, Kyle Smet, Andrew Booth, Joseph Cald, Daniel and Bridget Stambowski, many members of the Nemero family, Pete Abelson, Jeremy Sharkey, Benjamin Hurd, Alexander Furman, Daniel Gilman, Curtis Miller, Rob Apgar, Ben Farrell, Caleb Menzies, Francis Petrarca, and Noah Kaplan, and of course all those in the armed services and on the ships at sea that tune in from our live stream. May the one who blessed our fathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and our mothers Sarah, Rebecca, Leah, and Rachel, bless those who are serving in our armed services. May God guard them and keep them from harm. If they find themselves in dangerous path, may God bring them back whole of mind and body to all those who love them. May it be your will, Adonai Tzevaot, to lead them to safety and to protect them from each and every enemy and ambush. May God make their journey successful and guard their going out and coming in with mercy and love, and let them be blessed to return home with life and peace now and forever. And let us say, Amen. Now, the Torah portion this week is about Isaac meeting Rebekah for the first time. And the rabbis tell us that it was love at first sight. It's maybe one of the only true matches in the Bible where they truly just love each other immediately and actually get to get married right away. There's other matches that don't quite go right, but Isaac and Rebekah are a match to really model our own lives after, at least in the beginning. So I thought I would read you all a story about Jewish weddings. Now this one doesn't go back quite as far as Isaac and Rebekah, but it's pretty old-timey, so it gives us some lineage there. Morris owned a fish stall in Kensington Market. All day he shouted, "Fish for sale, right out of the lake. Carp, sturgeon, perch, trout, walleye, flounder, fresh fish." His hands smelled of fish, and every night he scrubbed them with a rough soap. Across the street, Minnie sold hats from a cart. All day long she shouted, "Hats for sale, the latest fashion, straight from Paris. Cloche hats, turbans, toques, berets, and boaters. Beautiful hats." I don't even know what half those hats are, to be honest with you. One day, Morris and Minnie got mixed up. "Fresh hats," Morris cried, "right out of the lake." Minnie called, "The latest fish, straight from Paris." They looked at each other across the street and laughed, and that was when they fell in love. One Sunday, they went to a picture show. "Minnie," whispered Morris in the dark, "I'm crazy about you, but we can't get married." "Why not?" asked Minnie. Because you deserve to live like a movie star, like Mary Pickford. You should sit in the finest chair, eat from the most delicate china plates, sleep in the softest bed. How can I give you the best just from selling fish? I'm no movie star, said Minnie, and you're no Rudolph Valentino either. Probably shouldn't change these names ahead of time. Anyway. Besides, I do well enough selling hats. A little nice wedding with our friends is good enough for me. Absolutely not, Morris insisted. It's going to be the best for my Minnie. Just you wait. Your Morris is one smart cookie. I'll think of a plan. A plan is just what I don't need, sighed Minnie. The next Sunday, they went to the Sunnyside amusement park. On the carousel, Morris said, I've got it. I figured out a way for us to get married. How? Asked Minnie. We'll all take all the money that we've saved and make the most fancy wedding anyone has ever seen. We'll spend every last penny. But then we won't have any money left, not even for furniture, Minnie said. We won't need any. When our friends realize what a magnificent wedding we're putting on, they will naturally feel obliged to buy us only the finest gifts. Tables, silverware, teacups, lamps, a coffee percolator. Our home will be like a Hollywood mansion. You'll excuse the expression, but this plan smells very fishy to me, Minnie said with a frown. Don't you worry, Morris patted her arm. We'll soon be living in style. Right away, Morris and Minnie found a place to live for when they were married, a second-floor flat in a house on Nassau Street. The flat was empty but for 2 old chairs. Morris said, just wait until we have all our wedding gifts, silk curtains, a velvet sofa, maybe even a mirror with a gold frame. All right, Minnie said, I give in. Nice things are not so hard to live with. So they went to see Laser the scribe. Laser sat by his window writing letters for people to send to their relatives in the old country. Morris told Laser, we want you to copy out the most beautiful wedding invitations anyone has ever seen. With gold ink, said Minnie, and a red seal, said Morris. Are you millionaires all of a sudden? Laser asked with a shrug, but he took his pen out and began. Morris and Minnie hired a servant in red livery to deliver the invitations. The servant made a deep bow and handed the first invitation to Leah, who ran a housewares shop. What's this? Asked Leah. Is the king visiting? Is the prime minister holding a ball? Next was Nathan the baker. He had to wipe the flour from his hands before opening the envelope. Gold ink, he exclaimed with astonishment, and red seal. Come, Naomi, he called to his wife. Come, children, this is something to see. Soon, all the neighbors in the market were marveling over the invitations. Over the next few days, rumors about the wedding arrangements spread like wildfire. Nathan heard that Morris had rented out a great hall. Leah said that the most renowned seamstresses were making Minnie's wedding dress, and Jacob the fruit seller announced that the couple had hired the famous Casa Loma Orchestra to play the latest dance music. The day of the wedding arrived. Minnie put on her wedding gown and Morris his tuxedo. With their last few dollars, they had hired a white automobile, driven by the servant in red livery, who drove them to the synagogue on Henry Street. I have an ache in my stomach, Minnie said. Maybe we've gone too far. Don't worry, Sweet Pea. I bet the synagogue is more crowded than for High Holy Days. This is going to be a wedding that no one will ever forget. But when Morris and Minnie entered the synagogue, what did they see? Not their friends, not their neighbors from the market, just 10 men drowsing on the front bench as they waited for the evening prayers, and a wizened old couple who wandered in at the last moment. Where were all the people they invited? The rabbi began the ceremony. Morris and Minnie stood under the chuppah and repeated the sacred words. The bride circled the groom 7 times. Then Morris stamped on a glass, rolled a napkin for good luck. Mazel tov! Cried the drowsing men, their voices echoing in the empty synagogue. Morris and Minnie were now husband and wife. The bride and grooms rode in the automobile to the reception hall. The chandeliers glittered, the tables were decorated with roses and carnations, the waiters stood at attention, but when Minnie and Morris entered, they saw that all the chairs were empty. Not a single guest had come to the dinner. Morris went back out to the street, but he found only the wizened old man and woman carrying a paper bag. He invited them inside. As they sat down, the Casa Loma Orchestra began to play. The waiters brought soup, salad, 3 main courses, sherbet, cakes. The wizened old men and woman enjoyed each dish, but Minnie and Morris had no appetite. What a disappointment! How could they have a celebration with no guests to share it? And what would they do without the gifts they expected? They would not even have a bed to sleep in. I miss our friends, Minnie said. Some smart cookie I am, Morris sighed. The wedding feast ended. The musicians packed away their instruments and the waiters cleared the table. The wizened old man and woman had fallen asleep in their chairs. Finally, they awoke and presented the couple with a paper bag. In it was a bottle of sweet wine, the only gift. Because Minnie and Morris had used up all their money, they had to walk to the flat that they had rented. The train of Minnie's gown had become so soiled as it dragged on the ground. They trudged past the market stalls, shut up for the night, and heard a streetcar rattling along College Street. What gloom they felt, what sorrow and regret beat in their hearts. Silently, they approached their flat. As they drew nearer, Minnie and Morris noticed dark figures standing on the sidewalk. A gang of thieves? But a friendly voice called out, "Here come the bride and groom!" Why, it was Leah and her husband Ben, and Nathan the baker with his family, and Jacob the fruit seller, and Lazar the scribe, and all their other friends and neighbors from the market. "But we don't understand," Minnie said. "Why didn't you all come to the wedding?" The group became silent. Finally, Nathan the baker spoke. "We were ashamed." "Ashamed?" Morris said. "But why?" "Because we don't own the clothes fine enough for such a splendid wedding, and we didn't think our gifts were good enough either. So we decided it would be better not to come at all." "What fools we've all been," said Minnie, "but at least you can all come inside and warm yourselves before going home." So everyone followed the bride and groom into the house and up the stairs. They crowded into the flat. Without a lamp, they had to see by the moonlight coming in through the window. "We should make a toast," Morris said, remembering the bottle of sweet wine. "But we don't have any glasses." "I can bring some from my shop," said Leah. She hurried out to get them, and when she came back, Morris poured everyone a drink. "Maybe people are hungry," Nathan said. "I just baked some rye buns." And out he ran. "And I'll bring oranges," Jacob the fruit seller added, following the baker. When they returned, everyone raised their glasses. "L'chaim," they cried, "a long and happy life for the bride and groom." Jacob had also brought his violin. "If no one objects, perhaps I could play a little music," he said shyly. "Play, play," Morris and Minnie said together. So music filled the flat, and the brisk melody of the hora began. The friends joined hands and danced in a circle. They coaxed Minnie and Morris to sit on 2 old chairs and lifted them in the air, parading them about. What laughing, what talking, what eating and dancing. The dancing went on for hours. As the guests grew tired, they realized that there was nowhere to sit but the 2 old chairs. In fact, the flat was bare. Someone ran home to get an old lamp, another a rug, a third some pots to cook in. Before long, the flat was almost furnished. "We've brought everything but a bed," Nathan the baker said. "No one has anyone to spare." "We do," came 2 old wizened voices. They all turned to see the old man and woman, the only guests from the synagogue. "Our children used to sleep in it," said the old man, "but they are grown up now. We live nearby, but we don't have the strength to carry it ourselves." "Bring it up!" everyone cried. They jostled one another in their eagerness to help. The bed was rather old-fashioned, but it fit the bedroom perfectly. "Thank you," Minnie and Morris said, and they blushed. At last the guests went home. Minnie and Morris put on their nightshirts and went to bed. In the moonlight, they could see all the gifts. Nothing was new or fancy or fit for a movie star, but all of it was precious to them. The very next day, they were back at work in the market. "Buy a fish and get a free hat," Morris cried. "Buy a hat and get a free fish," Minnie called. And so they lived and were happy. And so, what connects us from the love story of Isaac and Rebecca to the love story of Morris and Minnie to perhaps your own love stories, that we are all one community connected by the branches and roots of the tree of life. So now I'd like to invite up Kita Bet to sing the tree of life for us. That's you. Page 140. עץ חיים היא למחזיקים בה ותומכיה, מאושר עץ חיים היא למחזיקים בה ותומכיה, מאושר. שלום, 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 shalom, shalom. It is a tree of life to them that hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy. It is a tree of life to them that hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy. Shalom, 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 shalom. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Yasher koach. And now we turn toward our concluding prayers. So I would like to invite back up our Oneg families, the Leventhals and Juliet, to open the ark for the Aleinu. And we will all rise for Aleinu. Aleinu leshalveach ladon hakol, latet gedula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu kogoye haratzot, velo samanu kamishpechot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, vegor aleinu kechol hamonam, va'anachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim, Lifnei melech malchei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu. V'nemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz. Bayom hahu yehieh Adonai echad. Ushemo echad. You may be seated. And now we turn our thoughts now to those who are no longer with us in body, who remain with us in spirit. As our service comes toward its end, we think about people whose lives have ended. Some of them we knew, and they were very special to us. We loved them and we missed them. Others, perhaps we did not know, but we honor them as well. With our Kaddish prayer, we thank you, God, for your life and love. We remember wonderful people, and we praise you for their lives. We too shall try to live as you want us to live. This week marks a yahrzeit For Jacob Geller, Edna Platt, Oscar Mincer, Nina Markowitz, Elise Gibson, Florence Treadwell, Greta Schwartz, Minnie Markowitz, Margaret Reeser, Stephen Mandel, Nick Ralston, and Lois Klein. And we are still within a year of mourning for Pat Burton, Scott King, Tony Gerisi, John Jenkins, Peter Winkler, Bernice Strassner, Lori Gilbert Kay, Roland Lane, Larry Washington, Dean Atchley, Sophie Levy, Donna Thatcher, Deborah Friedlander, Abraham Finkel, Harold Herman, Nancy Hollowitz, and Roland Laramie. If anyone else has a name they'd like to share at this time, please do so. No. The Mourner's Kaddish is on page 143. Mourners and those who wish to join them may rise. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divrach yeruteh v'yamlich malchuteh, b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei techol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach le'alam olamei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei t'kudashah b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. You may be seated. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru imru amen. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. V'imru, amen. And so now I'd like to invite up our president, Alec Levy, for some announcements.
Thank you, Rabbi Liz. Shabbat Shalom. I'd like to thank all of the religious school students who participated. You all did a wonderful job. Yasher Koach. Thank you, Rabbi Liz, as well.
Their teachers.
And I'd also like to thank their teachers for the wonderful job that they've done teaching them and preparing them both for this service and all the teaching they did. And finally, thanks to all the parents who brought your children out here tonight. I'd also like to thank the Leventhal family for the wonderful oneg that we'll all be enjoying momentarily. We do have a paid position available. We need someone to clean the building on a regular basis. If you're interested, please contact Adam Mann at evp@nershalomva.org or talk to him in the back or during the oneg. We also invite you to think about an early Hanukkah present for the synagogue, the temple. Giving Tuesday is the global day of giving, fueled by the power of social media and collaboration. Follows Black Friday and Cyber Monday and Small Business Tuesday or whatever it is. But please, if you're thinking of making a donation, or making a gift to a charity on Giving Tuesday, think of Ner Shalom. We will be sending out cards to fill out with that sort of information on pledge. So game night will be tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. If you're interested, please RSVP to Heidi Milgram at hmilgram@gmail.com. And the youth group had expressed some interest in participating, so there'll be a team game room set up as well as the rest of the game rooms. Adult education starts on Sunday at 1 o'clock p.m. following the teacher enrichment lunch which immediately follows religious school. And yes, there is religious school on Sunday. But the following week, there is no service here, and this is different than what I've announced the last couple of weeks. Next Friday night, which is the day after Thanksgiving, will be a home Shabbat. And again, that's different than what I've been announcing. We had a change. So enjoy your Shabbat wherever you are. And there also will not be religious school December 1st. Rabbi has started her weekly coffee or tea at Durrani Coffee House Thursdays from 4 to 6. Won't meet next week on Thanksgiving Day, but if you're in the area, it's in Old Town Manassas, across from the BRE Amtrak station. It's Durrani Coffee. Go out and have a cup of coffee or a cup of tea and meet the rabbi and chat. So that's all I've got. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. And our closing song is Adon Olam on page 148. Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol, Yitzir Nivra Li'ed Nasa, V'chefza Kol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam, Ve'acharei Kichlot HaKol, Levado Yimloch Nora Adon Olam, Ve'hu Haya, Ve'hu Hoveh, Ve'hu Hiye B'tifara Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol, Yitzir Nivra Li'ed Nasa, V'chefza Kol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam, Ve'hu Echad Ve'ein Sheni, Lahamshilo Lahachbira Adon Olam, Beli Reshit, Beli Tachlit, Ve'lo Ha'oz V'ha'misra Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol, Yitzir Nivra Li'ed Nasa, V'chefza Kol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam, Ve'hu Eli, V'chai Goali, V'tzor Chavli Be'et Tzara Adon Olam, Ve'hu Nisi Umanosli, Menat Kosi B'yom Ekra Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol, Yitzir Nivra Li'ed Nasa, V'chefza Kol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam, V'yado Afki Ruchi, Be'et Ishan Ve'a'ira Adon Olam, Ve'im Ruchi Giviyati, Adonai Lai V'lo Ira Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol, Yitzir Nivra Li'ed Nasa, V'chefza Kol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Please join us for Kiddush and Oneg.